So, just waiting. You're live. And officially. So, hi everybody, Tyrone Farmer, and I'm talking via TikTok, and I'm talking via YouTube. Let me end up getting my energy right, situate myself properly for you. There we go. So, what's going on is that my idea is to end world hunger in its entirety. I feel like the message has not been stressed enough, so I'm back in with another round. Till people start to pour in, let me get myself together, gives me opportunity. There you go, fragile. So what I'm working on is ending world hunger and in its entirety. And I want people to know that all around the world that everybody's sometimes been there. Sometimes we all need a little help. And the thing is, I look at societies and think, okay, well, for the people who are not employed, any of us might notice that often in society they're left out, and that sucks. And any one of us, if we could feed them and help them, we probably would. But we know we have sometimes what you call things to do, and life happens and things move along. So what I propose to tell everyone is what I've written out. Because what's better than a well-refined plan worked over and over and over again until we know that it's concise and it works. And it doesn't just work for one group or another, it works for everyone, every person on this planet. And the thing is, my name is Tyrone Farmers. For those who are pouring in, hello. It's nice to end up seeing all of you coming in. I actually have a live via YouTube right now and a live TikTok. It's the first for me. So what I'm getting at is that I've worked on ending world hunger in its entirety. I've come up with a comprehensive plan that has what we call a domino effect. And this domino effect basically helps to end up give people food who are is near or is in food scarcity. And I looked at the point of understanding that we need to do something about it. And if we wouldn't, I would. So I sat down for many hours a day, going through the data and understanding how I can be a change in an environment that is constantly changing rapidly. Yeah, I am yapping. That's true. But I can prove it. And I'm glad you called me out, whoever you are with that for. Call me out. And I can prove my words. See, talking is one thing. Action is another. So that's facts. I can prove it here and now. But the thing is, I have a patent pending. And my one patent pending is actually meant to help people. And what it does is it's meant to help healthcare. Now, the money that's made from this will actually tabulate back into the business module. It actually helps to grow the business while growing food constantly. And I worked on a plethora of things, and I can prove it. So yapping is one thing. That's true. I am yapping, but I can prove it. And I appreciate you calling me out. If you have anything else to add, do so. How would you grow food? Thank you. Thank you for asking. So the thing is shipping containers. Have you ever noticed shipping containers sit all around the world, and they can be anywhere from $800 to $1,500, maybe grow in price, but that doesn't matter. When you look at it, this is a prefab box that you can actually refabricate. And what I've done is actually made a comprehensive plan on how to do this. So thank you. Please keep calling out. Please keep asking. You got me. Hey man, I'm just trying to show that saying one thing and proving it is another. And I can say it in the same context, prove it. Now, the background about me is I'm 36 years old. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, but I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. And what I've been doing is for the last 4.5 years, working on a detailed plan on how to end world hunger. And I had to look at it that, yes, I was not born rich. That's life. Most of us are not born rich. But does money truly have to dictate a person's strengths or intelligence? Screw no. So I sat down and took the long game and figuring out what I could do. Also, a little bit more about me. When I was 17 years old, I joined the military, and I served overseas. I begged to go overseas, if you want to know the truth, because I wanted to do something about the skill set I had and put it into place. Moving forward from that, once I came home, I became a full-time father. And eventually I moved to Indianapolis, Indiana. Skipping a little bit ahead, but I want you guys to understand me. Eventually I went to college. After I went to college, for medical assisting, I realized that going into that field was not going to do it for us financially. So I had to sit back, and I was a boxer. I trained for boxing since 9 years old until about 23 years old. And then outside of that, I came here and I trained more. Once I realized the reality is that I had to make sure I work, even though I can, the smoke detector beeping as well. If I heard a smoke detector beeping right now, I would say something, but truthfully, there's no smoke detector. So, keep at it, keep checking out my environment, say what you want to say. That's cool, but move forward, please. I'm talking to the true adults who understand that you need help sometimes. And to those who've never been there, then that's good for you. But any one of us at any point in time has been in a route where we needed help and we hoped someone will reach out and give us a hand. I've devised a full strategic plan that does not take billions of dollars, but it will copulate billions of dollars over time. You don't have any skill sets? Sorry, you don't actually know me, so that's not true. I have a plethora of skill sets. I'm 36 years old, and I've worked for every skill set I have, from going to college to gaining the skill set and working it in the field, to also serving in the military and doing a plethora of things in there, and also training all my life, also living this life too. I mean, with living long enough, you gain experience, sir or ma'am, whoever said that. So please, if you're going to call me out, I'm going to give you a straightforward answer, because I'm not here to end up turn face. I'm here to be straight away and be honest with you. And if you want to call me out, please do so. But when you do, be prepared for the truthful and honest answer, because I have no reason to lie to any of you. At 36 years old, I am a father. And same token, as a father, any one of you are parents, you understand that you want to be an example for your children. So I worked my tail off to make sure that I can be that example. And same token, I worked even harder because I care about people. Now, any of you who's ever seen my YouTube channel or not, check it out. You'll see how I cook. Now, here's the thing. I'm a self-taught cook because I made time. I'll say this. Before the Industrial Revolution, everything that I know how to do, people were doing before. And then when we gathered and gained industry, what did we do? We stopped doing it so much because we let industry take over. I took a step back because of the way I was raised, and literally took the time to learn skill sets because I was raised by old school people, and I made time to do it. Now, learning these skills, I realized that they don't have to be just one person doing it. I can actually gift it and offer it up to help people in the process of what I learned how to do. Now, if anyone's an engineer here, if you are out there, you can be listening and understand that I have structured a full scalable plan that is 2D, 3D, electrical, and fully operational ready. To anyone who understands that term, you understand that what I'm speaking about, that each one of my technologies are ready for scale, and also on a scale of understanding that I've already put a patent toward one. And that's the one that starts the domino effect. And how does that work? Because once it's actually implemented, monies taken from that will be redistributed back into company, but the portions of money will go automatically into my humanitarian effort that I'm working towards to give back to the people. So if you have questions, why don't you change the smoke? I don't know why you're talking about a smoke detector, young whoever you are. There's no smoke detector going off in my home, but I'll let you speak your piece so you may move along. I can tell that if you was mature, you understand what I'm saying, and I want to respect you, so I do. But sir, if you're gonna speak about nonsense, keep it pushing. At 36 years old, I'm being quite honest that if you care about people, you would take the time to understand what I'm trying to get at. That I want to help those who cannot help themselves, and if you do not have the time for it, I respect that. Nobody forces you, but I make time for those who I care about, and I care about every human being on earth as I can. And if you do, then you end up look at the subject matter and what the context of what's being spoken about here, and understand that I'm only talking to the true adults right now, so I can help those who are really in need. And if you don't have the time for that, respect. But at the end of the day, playing all that stuff on the internet, that's the thing called face to face. And the thing is, I'm always willing to talk face to face. And all that jokey stuff you talk about, you'll realize that I can joke too if I know you. But if I ain't knowing you like that, you're joking, then keep it pushing on me, because this all adds up. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to play with you or waste none of your time. Play with your children, please, but don't play with me. Keep it pumping, fam. So I'm gonna say again that on some grown level, that I want to help those who need help. And I'm saying to those who, even if you're employed, and there's a day where you fall in scarcity, this is meant to help you. If you've not had help and you cannot afford it, this is meant for you. If you are feeling down and out at the moment, and when this comes on live, for you, it's for you. What I've built is a comprehensive system that's meant to first save lives and feed people and keep them safe, and also put power and humanity back under them at the end of the day. And if this is a problem for anyone, speak on it and tell me what your issue is. If you have a personal issue with me, you don't know me. You don't know me well enough to have a personal issue with me. So, again, I'm speaking to the mature people here. And if you're not about that, cool, keep it pumping. But I'm speaking again that I have a real well-oiled plan to end world hunger in its true entirety. And if anyone's out here who's a true scientist who understand the math, I have a way to actually get us to a type 1 civilization in a means of 10 years, but let's be optimistic. We can say 15. And This is real, and I can prove my worth. A lot of you people may think people, yeah, that's cool. I talk, but I can go proof. I can go blow for blow, round for round. So if you're gonna come for me, just understand that I'm not a kid. I put my childish notions away. I have a 15-year-old son. He's resting, and everything I speak about, he's seen, because I want the next generation, as far as my child and anybody else's child, to have this type of opportunity for themselves, to be free from the restraints of, well, people who are in power. I'm not going to speak any names, but I will say that, do you not as a person feel like you have the right to wake up and not have to be forced to go places and do for others in a way that only because you need to feed yourself? Wouldn't it be great if somebody actually figured out a system, sat down for years, mapped it out, looked at all the lingo, made awareness of that literature, wrote it all down, realized it had to be reworked, then worked it back out to actually bring it to you and make it whole for you? I've done that, and it took some years to do. So that's why I can speak on that. Now, if anyone has an issue with being helped, I am not trying to be intrusive. This is not for one meant to be intrusive. This is meant to show you that one human being can make a difference. And how this works, if anyone you ever like that movie, Pay It Forward, well, this is my Pay It Forward. This is how I show you that one human being makes a difference, and it connects to all of us, because we all sometimes fall. And the measure of a man is not how you fall, but it's how you get up. So I'm willing to help anyone out. I'm reaching a hand out, and it comes at no cost to you. Patience and time is what I ask of you. Ask questions, get true answers. Go check those answers against the board, and you'll realize anywhere you check it, I refined them down to the razor so you may have them and make it easy for you and yours. You deserve that. And let me tell you why. I've been down and out. I served in the military. That's true. I moved out of my own home city, which is Chicago. Found myself with someone else. It didn't go right. For a short stint, I was out without home. Before you know, I was back in home. But in that small time, there had to be optimized changes made. And even when those changes were made, I've kept them so here and now to get people to understand that I looked at myself and the value that I was bringing, what was happening to me, and figured out that this happens to all types of people. It doesn't make you a loser. It doesn't make you a bum. It just means you're going through a rock in the road, and then you can get back up. And when I got back up with full swing. I never stopped because I realized my why had to be bigger. Yo, my friend just got engaged. Say happy engagement. Happy engagement, Gaga and Sean, from your bestie, Sarah. Respect, love. Hey, for real, congratulations. I really wish y'all the most beautiful marriage in all the world. May the universe be with you, you and yours, all the way. But yeah, let me continue on and say that I really hope that anyone that hears this message understands that from a human being standpoint, that's how I thought about this, about what I'm putting out. And I thought about fundamentals. For one, I thought about safety. What is what I'm creating safe enough for people? Yes. Second part, how would I implement it? So I had to sit down, and that's where the real life study came in, to understand how do I create something that sustains itself by giving back to the people while not harming the environment. I thought about all this and thought comprehensively, and then looked at new emerging technologies and what we could really do and how we can use them, how we can implement them into a society that really needed it. I thought about this, and then I looked at, okay, manufacturing, supply chain. This is where we start to create jobs and give back to the society that I'm speaking about, all of you. So, and I appreciate everyone who's speaking, and just speak your piece, speak your mind, say what you have to say. Everybody has the right to be heard. When you're here, it's like Olive Garden without Olive Garden, your family. So speak your words and tell me what's on your minds. Don't worry about the environment. Everyone will be dead in 80 years. That's true, big guy. But thing is, if you really understand science the way I understand it, then you realize that things are changing in a rapid manner. So at the end of the day, yes, you can be morbid because death is a real thing. Why be afraid of it? Let me tell you something about me, my friend. When I was in the service at 17, by the time I turned 18, that was my second part when I was going to advanced training, AIT, there was a soldier who came back, and he was nervous. And I can understand because he's going to war. And then my drill sergeant, Danilo, if I remember, he had spoke to him. Then he came out, he said, "Soldiers," because he had a kind of raspy voice. Who knows why? Thought he smoked cigarettes, but apparently he probably didn't. And he said, "This is one of my soldiers from my iteration before you guys. He's getting ready to go overseas and go fight." And then he spoke to us. And I remember his words. He said, "I made peace. I had to. Otherwise, I'd go crazy." And he said, "I believe in God. So if I believe in God," let me say it correctly. He said, "Because I believe in God. If I die, I see my maker. But if I live, I see my family. And I made peace with that." My man who's your mom is dumb, I made peace with that myself at that moment. And from that point on, I have never been afraid to die. So please understand that your morbidity, respect. If that's how you want to do your Edgar Allan Poe thing, do you? I like it. But it ain't stopping no chains around here, brother. We're gonna push forward. Now here's the thing: you can get on this freight train and roll with me because I like it. I like how you spoke. But the thing is, it doesn't stop anything. So let's keep moving, right? So what I'm getting at is my intention is to help people today and those long term. And if you can get with that or not, that is your choice because I believe in true free will and seeing people live their life and live their truth. I just want to give you the true type of experience that you have the right to actually live different, be empoweredly different, be fed freely at a lower cost, little to no cost, and help those who are down and out and give them a hand up to show them that they are still a part of this society. And I say this for everywhere. I'm talking about any country you can think of that we can be, we will be. And I tell you this, I will treat you with the respect that you deserve, everyone, because all of you are up there to me. There's no low ballers out here when it comes to how I operate. So you will all be heard. You will always be respected in my wheelhouse. And the thing is, when people go out to help feed people, I set it up this manner that you are meant to help people, but you are never meant to be harmed, and that will never be allowed. And the thing is, I will go to bat all the way for you. If you always just be honest with yourself in the situation. As long as you never do that, shoot, and you know you did right, then who can question you and who can question me the way I'm going to come after them if they come for you? So we have to be in the right to do that. But how do we grow food? I think that was asked. I looked at a comprehensive system that I mapped out comprehensively on how to end up run it and literally run it off the grid. So that means you don't have to pay for this. That becomes sustainable on a 24-hour period. But what does this type of power do? Well, learn how to trap it, store it, and then after you store it, a mechanism to redistribute. Redistribute. Okay, I hope I said that right. It sounded a little crazy coming off my mouth. But redistribute. We're going to keep it fucking moving. Jesus. But you get it. And I had to come up with a real method that was for one, economically sound and environmentally friendly that harms no one. And that wasn't impossible. It was just patience I had to implement to there. And I got there. And now I come back to tell everyone how this can work for you and yours. And to those who don't believe, that is okay. I want you to understand how to learn the hard way. Somebody was saying, invest in Bitcoin. And my trust issues would not allow. I didn't make even time to hear it. And then I realized fully me how I should have invested because this would have been a game changer. And I wouldn't even have to be doing this video so much in the way I am doing it for the mechanism I'm doing it. Whereas I could have just been like, hi guys, this is what's happening right now. So right now I'm money pooling to pull monies together to actually build the first set so I can actually end world hunger in its entirety versus if I would have just trusted the process of possible Bitcoin and realized that could have worked. So there's a live and learn there. Let me see what's going on over here. Let me keep it going. So I learned that the hard way, and you can learn the hard way that I, as a grown man who has no reason to lie to any of you because none of you know me. And the thing is, I want to gain your respect. And the thing is, how do I do that? Well, honesty and transparency. And I'm going to give you that all the way. I have no reason to hide anything. We don't know each other. In order for us to get to know each other, I think it takes for me to, first, and just like yourself, to be honest. Speak your piece. If you have some anger, speak it. You ain't got a reason to have anger at me. We don't know each other like that. But if you are angry about something, well, let's speak on it at the end of the day. Again, I'm about being upright and being upfront and being verbal and vocal. So if you got something on your mind, speak your truth. If you don't, find something you want to talk about and we can talk about it. But what you won't do is try to disrespect me and think I'm going to roll with you on that and think I'm cool. Maybe the Chicago in me, or maybe they're just being upright about situations won't allow. So I won't allow you to disrespect me nor none of my people. And that means if you become my people, I won't allow anybody to disrespect you. That's kind of a given. That's how we got to roll. But what I am saying here and now is that unlike so many who are sitting in plateaus, who know they're sitting up there, who don't have your intention in mind, I do. Because I sit where you sit here and now. And even as I grow and move up in this process, I will sit where you sit then. See, never forget the meaning. I won't forget where I come from, so I darn sure don't forget where I'm going. And I dang sure got a hand out to take those with me. If you want to ride with me, ride with me. and I'm going to prove my worth. If I couldn't prove my worth in this conversation here and now, I wouldn't be talking, because you can call me out and shred me up with words and more so I can prove my worth. And I think, that there's weight and wealth in that. Now, if you got a reason to have an issue with what I'm talking about, come and holler at me face to face and prove what you got to say. Why is your live label a AI generation? It does have an AI generation in there. I was just trying to optimize this live and figure out how to go about it. And then it did some weird stuff like put glasses on my face. So I guess it is in there, but I just kept it pushing. This is my third live, I guess, in 3 days, because it really has been kind of back to back in a sense, but it's how it's rolling at the moment. But it's not stopping the show. So, again, what am I talking about here for those who are rolling in? Hi, everyone. It would be great if you tell me where y'all in, watching from. What city, what countries, what state. I would love to know. Same token, how you feeling? I really hope you're doing well. I really do. I pray for each and every one of you. No matter what your belief is, prayer comes in all form, and I just hope the best for each of you, seriously. Moving forward in my conversation, what am I talking about? I'm speaking about me as a person, a citizen of this world, ending world hunger. And yes, it starts with one person and it outliers and it works itself out. But how? It had to be comprehensive. It had to make sense. It has to be dense enough that no matter who you are, you can't lack in this information nor in this structure. Also, when you think about growing food, you have to have a power source, right? So I had to sit back, long, hard, look at what's been out there for years and what we sleep on. And if you understand wealth in any society, you know why some of these things we slept on. So that means they slept on it because they didn't give a care about you. They cared about what's in your pocket and what you can give to them. So I was like, let me go up here to data and plan and work all this situation out to make sure I give you the best, because you deserve it. I don't care who you are. If you're a human being with air in your lungs and need food in your stomach, what I built is for you, sir and ma'am. It's built to, for one, I'll say again, put food in your belly. Also, I looked at a comprehensive stack on how to put food up for 40 to 50 years and keep it just as fresh. So when it reopens, which would be great because food scarcity can happen at any point in time. So something can happen with the environment. We hope not, we pray not, but it's not insane as to think it's a feasibility. So be prepped, right? Otherwise, create modular systems that can be everywhere and get sustainable power on a scale that you've only thought about and never saw, only left in movies. But at the end of the day, I looked at how to scale things in real life. I love a good movie, but I love life so much better. So I took the time to sit out a chunk of my years and work out map by map by map, scale by scale by scale on how to bring this to all of you and to my family as well. Because if it's good for my family and doing it, then it's got to be good for you. Because I wouldn't give my family anything, so I wouldn't give you anything. I tell you that in all respect of the nature of the business at hand, I had looked at humanitarian efforts, and I thought about how disaster reliefs and things happen, and we were thankful that humanitarian reliefs happen and work. But I thought, well, what if we could run it 24 hours a day and guarantee that no matter what your needs is, they could be met? So I had to stay down longer hard. It left me feeling raw and frustrated sometimes because I didn't want to get it wrong for any of you. That's the honest to God truth. And now I can sit here and feel so much better because now I'm ready to move to engineering on every step and every phase. But I'm not going to roll out this many items at once. That'd be insane, and that could crash any market. What I am going to do is do a simple rollout, and that's why I'm speaking about it here now. So you may know who I am as Tyrone Farmer, a real person like yourself, who will never go away from you, who will never put something that's impossible for you to reach, who will create a situation where even the most normalist person could actually gravitate toward it and be brought in to do business with or be given an opportunity for work. All of you deserve that. And I want to make sure that it's feasibly so. So I have done that. I worked out so much detail. It was it blew my mind on how much work I had to do. I felt like I was back in school again. And that was okay because it was such a necessity to actually just bring something different that people sorely need help. You're not ready to move from sentence to sentence, bro. You're not ready to move from sentence to sentence. Sorry, but hi, how you are, but I'm speaking clear as day because you never know how long anybody would be on your live. So I want to make sure that I'm gravitating my words directly to each person who comes in so they may understand that I, as a human being, sat down for about 21 hours a day on my day offs about 9 to 10 hours a day on my days of work to actually work out a full comprehensive plan to show you how we can, for one, end world hunger, fully power it while saving food for at least 40 to 50 years and expanding it and employing people who have been what you would call unemployable and give them assistances that organizations want to, but somehow do not have the reach to do so. So if you have questions, I can give legitimate answers. Focus some more on that point. Well, I just did. So just gave it clear to you. And if that's the way to keep you, all right. But I want people to understand that what I've come up with is a truly comprehensive action plan that's already moving forward because I already started the process of ending up putting for my provisional patent. Now I'm going for the patent soon. And now I'm already ready for engineering. And I will keep repeating this until I get off this live, which should be in the next 5 or so people will understand what's going on. Now, again, this is about my third live, and what I'm speaking on is one again, ending world hunger. How do I do that? With a system that I actually made in place that is comprehensive, that is already ready to move forward with engineering. Now, why did I do this? Because I care about people, and you can't tell me how to care about anyone, but I can show you how I care. Now, if there's questions, I have answers outside of putting information out there will compromise what I'm doing. But beyond that, this is what I'm about. I will keep moving on in my conversation as I stated, because I don't want to get lost in the sauce, because I want to make sure that everybody comprehend a single point, bro. I'm moving on because now I've heard you, and now you're kind of starting to, tick me off. But here's the thing. If you want to know something, reach out to me directly. You hear me speaking, and I'm speaking to you, whoever you are, old way. I've said what I said. I don't have to end up keep on speaking over the same thing. I'm moving on, but it was good for you to speak. I appreciate you, sir or ma'am. I don't know, so I do not end up choose to think which or other. But what I am saying again is, one moment, that I've come up with a comprehensive plan to end world hunger in its entirety. That would take anywhere from 10 to 15 years. I say 15 as long as 10 at its least. And it's a step-by-step program that can be put in process and implemented today. So anyone who actually wants to be a help, you will. Anyone who is a time waster, you will do that too. But I'm not going to let myself be lost with people who do not want to be on point. At the end of the day, everybody, I believe, has intelligence. All of you are sentient beings. And as such, you understand what I'm saying, that I want to help you. I want to help those who actually who need help. And until you've been in that situation yourself to actually understand it, it doesn't mean that you do not have a heart that goes out to want to help people. It just means, thankfully, you've never been there. But to those who have ever been there, you understand how dire this help is. So that's what I'm speaking on. As a step by step, your leaps and bounds. I mean, thank you, sir. But at the end of the day, you're talking on a channel without showing your actual face, nor messaging directly. So I got to realize that you're speaking from this weird childish place. Listen, I'm not a child. I'm not even a joke. I'm a real person that I get down exactly how I live. And when I say that I mean it, we can see it in person or otherwise. And I ain't hiding no smoke over how I'm talking. At the end of the day, this is a grown man speaking. And if you had something you really wanted to say to me, you'll speak direct. You'll say it with your chest. Now, beyond that, I feel like you really wanted to have my attention, which is kind of weird because we don't know each other like that. But now I'm giving it to you. So there's that. So now that you got it, you better understand something. I'm speaking straight. If you got something you want to say to me, we can pull up and we can speak like grown men or grown whoever you are, whatever you are. I don't know. So I got to say that. You're hiding your face like a child. I'm a grown man letting you know that I'm trying to help adults who are actually in dire need in their circumstance. And if you ain't about that, cool. You're a practicing rapper. No, I don't rap. So there's that. But I do like music. So we're going to keep it pumping. So this is kind of weird, but people, at the end of the day, I'm going to keep going. I realize that some people really want my attention, and it's weird, but all of you can get a piece. So what I'm getting at again is that we're going to keep it moving, so you may understand that I have a full active plan that's already patent pending, and progress is going forward. I have multiple people who already is with me, and we will move forward in that progress. What's this 1.7 million something? Tech behind by 1.7 million. I'm not sure what that means. I learned that. I'm trying to get at what that means. There's a lot of different things coming on my live, and a lot of people, I guess, are getting badges from watching this, which I appreciate it. I guess that's how the system's set up. But what I set this up for was to create awareness of, for one, letting people understand on my YouTube channel, on my TikTok, and eventually on my Facebook and all my other channels that I already have, that the plan is clear, that is written out, is comprehensive, and anyone who's highly intelligent understands the term of engineer ready. We are 2D, 3D, fully functional, fully operational ready. We just got to go through some stress tests, and then we in a printout and go build. With that being understood, I feel like the nature of the business is sound, and anyone who wants to be in, you will be, because I'm going to put that out there to the real public. At the end of the day, I'm not worried about politicians. I think that many political groups started with the good idea of helping people, and then they gained some wealth and things got iffy. So I'm already creating bylaws that state that we will not be politicians, nor do we seek to be politicians. We may work through the system of politics, but never be up there with politics. That's not what we want to do. We want to focus on people first and people second and third. And with that being understand, Choi, I'm not sure. Oh, hey, Choi, how you doing, sir? Good thing to see you come in. So I want to speak to all folks and understand that we all have needs. We all are from different places, different what you call walks of life. I'll vote for you. We all from different walks of life. And what I do understand is that, what's this 33 game, 20 new somethings? I guess people are giving me stuff, and that's really cool of you. I really deeply appreciate it. I'm really got to learn this system of how videos work, because what I'm trying to get you to guys just know that fundamentally first, I care about every human being on earth. And why do I care? Because I'm one too. And I know that we're all connected, even by distance. So we all need help sometimes. I, as a parent, would hope that if, God forbid, my child ever fell low, that somebody would reach a hand out to help him. So I'm trying to do, I guess, in a way, God's word, but embodied by man, to help us all out, to, for one, create a power source that's ready to be operational, and create a vehicle that can keep growing food 24 hours a day, and another vehicle that can store it for 40 to 50 years, by still giving out such said food and expanding such said environment to the people. That's what if it's finest detail, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm working on doing. Decided my man won't create a power source. Decided by one man. Yes, sir. Now I want you to understand something. If you have the intelligence that I hope you do, that if you think one man doesn't make a difference, that I don't know where you've been looking from your life at, and I don't know how low you've been living or how high, but you need to live where we at and understand that one man makes a difference. And if one man has such as intelligence, then one man's difference is even great. Now, when one man goes to reach out and expand that reach, then now that reach is not just in that one man, it's in others' hand too. So if you're wondering how did this one man do it, you should have heard the other part of the video. I sat down for years, sitting here working out detail by detail on how to put this in practicality together. Now, the thing is, again, it's weird that I'm giving you my attention again, because I just feel like you need this for some reason. This might make you feel good. Huh? You're the best character I've ever seen in over 30 years. Thank you for that, because I can't see you, and I'm not going to talk mess to you. You don't deserve that. I will say that you want some attention, and that means that somewhere in your life you didn't get it. And I got to realize that you're hurting somewhere. So here you go, buddy. That's the hug you never got. Now you have it. Now grow with that. Now, with that being understood, who's willing to help people? Now, I can tell some people ain't going to help nobody because they talk a good game. But call me out wherever, and I can pull out paperwork, information, tangible proof of everything I'm speaking on. And at the end of the day, I have 10 brothers, so I would hug any of them. There's that. So thank you. Again, like, you try to hit on cylinders, but what you don't know is that until you've been to places I've been, dealt with the type of people I've dealt with, and had to see what I've seen and do what I had to do, you are not even on the scope, my friend. And it's weird that you're talking. You're far. Go check my background and realize that me and you, I can tell, are two different beasts. And at the end of the day, that's cool, because I don't know what you've been through or what you're currently going through, but I can tell, man or woman, you need to realize something. If you really want to say something, you wouldn't have behind that fake post with you. You'll be saying it with your face, but you're not. You're sitting there like, and I'm not going to call you names because I don't have to do that. I'm an actionary creature. I actually get it out the mud and get straight to your face with it. So the thing is, I want to help humanity, but I want humanity to understand something. Just because I'm helping you don't mean I'm going to let you tread on me. So when you basically end up getting in your mind to understand that there's a bit different type of situation here, and I'm with it all this. I'm with all the smoke. So you get your mind clear and understand that I said what I just said, and I stand on that. And you talking from a distance this way is weird. So I'm gonna keep moving because you really like me in some weird way. Help your, I'm gonna let you just listen to me because it's clear that you're talking as much because you really need help or you're going through something. And I could be your therapist right now, but I'm gonna tell you because I'm choosing to help humanity. I'm gonna give it to you for free. So whatever on your mind, we're gonna speak on. But unless you're speaking on actually helping people, which you have not once, you have not spoken on wanting to help people, which I wonder why, because you have no intention of wanting to. Two, you can't explain to me what I'm talking about on how I can prove what I'm saying. Which at the end of the day, for me to say it and I say I can prove it is a bigger thing. I can prove it. You're just talking off a nomenclature to sound like some asshole, and that's weird. You don't even know me. You have so much to say, which tells you you're a cowardly creature. And let me tell you why. Because if you really was gonna say something, you would say it with your face out. You won't do that. That means you're a coward. You're talking like this really big, tough person, but on some really cowardly stuff. I really think you should go reassess yourself, my friend. I don't know if you're young or old, but whichever one you is, go take a seat. Bless your heart. Like I said, nothing changes. Bless that person's heart though. We're gonna keep it moving. Cause like what I'm getting at is to really truly help people. If you want to see people helped, I do too. So please understand that I'll give you a 3-day stay and finish fishing trip. This guy's weird. I've seen a lot of weird people in my life. And the thing is, I give you, whoever you are, opportunity because I feel like you need it. Live restricted for some audiences. Right. Submit feedback. Right, all right. Anyhow, I don't know. Like this live stuff is new to me, but I really know what a troll is like. And this person, I don't know. I don't know you, sir. So I don't like to talk about people. But I see that you don't want to help human beings. And at the end of the day, I only got on here to do one thing. What God put in my heart to do was to let the message be understood. That helping people is the first and the last action that I want to do. And if I die in the process of doing it, I'm at peace with that. So at the end of the day, I got to ask you, if you have such an issue with me, how about we speak directly? But I don't think you could do that because you still got to hide behind this mask. So I'm going to keep moving. I'm sorry to people that I wasted my time on this, whatever. So people will understand that helping people should be my first and my last. And I apologize to all of you watching because me giving this person my time, that's off task. That's off task and that's not cool. I just feel frustrated because I care so much about helping people that I really want to see people helped. And the thing is, this message has to be made clear that helping you has to be the first and the last thing on my mind. And even though money is to be made, that is not the most important by any means. It's just a tool, a vehicle to push forward, but it's not the main catch. It's a side effect. And I just hope everybody can understand that. And I can prove my worth, and I can prove my actions, and I can prove all of my plans here and now. To any person who's a true engineer, when I say I am 2D, 3D, functional, electrical, and operational ready to move forward to CAD, you understand that this has been really worked out. That many, even the companies, doesn't get to this point. It takes them years. I took years, but I worked at complex problems that were worked in the real world value. And then I look at the economics and the safety factors. And really, I looked at so many different channels to gravitate and learn the knowledge to bring this information to all of you. So with that being said, I've been on this live for a while again. I'm going to leave it alone. Say blessings to all of you. And may this knowledge give you more peace to know that somebody's coming to help. Seriously. You are not alone. You've never been alone. And now somebody really does have a reaching hand out. That does not mean to be intrusive. And any person who ever wants to stop you from moving forward, kick them to the side. They are just a bucket on the list. Blessings. Bye. Gotta figure this out. Yep. That's crazy. That guy was being an a-hole. He was just so uncool. It's kind of sad that you try to want to help people and somebody tries to bother you. And I think maybe because they have personal issues with themselves and they don't know how to talk about it, so they try to end up bringing some issues to you. That's weird. Because why do people want to see me done harm or tick me off to make themselves feel good when you don't even know me, sir, ma'am? You would think that if somebody cares enough about you to want to bring you food and change the quality of your life, that should be no issue. But what do you do? See, whoever this old way, he must. You know what they say when somebody's commenting that much, they a fan, even if they don't know it. Tips level up to League D4 this week to be eligible for 3% or more rewards. I wasn't even knowing about rewards. I'm learning this as I go, people. I guess I'm gonna leave this live on YouTube here and hopefully go check out some Dragon Ball Z for now. Throw it out, my guy. Throw it out. That's the way I thought it was over here. Yeah, and this hand's on definitely rough. All right, I'm out of 5,000.